I call to order the Coatesville Area School Board meeting scheduled for October 28th, 2025. The mission of the Coatesville Area School District, rich in diversity and committed to excellence, is to create innovative educational experiences which are funded by the taxpayers, supported by the community, delivered by dedicated teachers and administrators to ensure all students will become responsible, contributing global citizens. Madam Secretary, please call for the roll.
Laren Yacco.
Here.
Steve Wilson.
Here.
Elgin Bailey. Here. Beth Brindle.
Here.
Holly Charest.
Here.
Shauna Maxwell.
Oh, she's excused.
Liz Muirhead.
Here.
Donna Rowland. Here. Robin Seagreaves.
Here.
Davis May.
Here.
Julia Trexler.
Here.
Thank you.
At this moment, I'd like to ask everyone to stand for a moment of silence and a salute to the flag. To my colleagues, are there any additions, deletions, or modifications to this evening's agenda? All right, next is public comment. But before we begin public comment this evening, the board would like to acknowledge that there was some confusion during the recent committee meeting regarding how public comment is conducted. We want to take a moment to provide some clarification on our public comment policy to ensure everyone understands the process. At this time, I will let Ms. Muirhead explain that.
Sure. Thank you. So I want to explain a couple of things. One is from a public comment perspective, this is a full board meeting. Full board meetings have two opportunities for public comment. One of them is at the beginning of the board meeting, and this is an opportunity for the public to comment on any items that are on the agenda for tonight. This is your opportunity to have one last voice to influence how the board may vote on the items that are before it on this evening. At the end of a full board meeting, there is an open public comment period where you can comment on items that are not appearing on the agenda. The confusion resulted when we were doing committee meetings, which are not meetings of the full board. They are meetings focused around a particular committee. It is a meeting of that committee and only the members of that committee. So the public comment period there at the end of that committee is meant to comment on items that the committee discussed that evening, to provide your input and feedback before it then moves to the next phase in the process. There is not an open public comment period at committee meetings because there is not a meeting on that evening where the full board is participating at one time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The board has requested that all persons making comment on agenda items to please list their name, address, and telephone number and motion item on sheet provided. There is a 3-minute time per person. The board does not take action or discuss items not appearing on the agenda. The board values public comment and wishes to convey that although board members cannot discuss items that are not on the agenda, they listen carefully and value input from the public. Ms. Lori Shannon Bailey.
Good evening. Am I allowed to make a comment on the comments that you just made, Dr. Liz? Is it on the agenda? I didn't see it on the agenda. Yes or no?
You may.
Okay. Thank you very much for explaining that to the public. I think the issue for me as an advocate, speaking for voices that are not here and that are never here and some voices that are here, one is it would be good if we could have better communication from the board in terms of changes, revisions that you all make. When we have had a board that as long as I've been an advocate, have allowed the community to speak on non-agenda items at every board meeting. It is embarrassing when anyone comes before you and want to speak and is told at the very last minute, oh, you can't speak, you have to come back 2 weeks later and speak because you are going to be speaking on non-agenda items. So just, you know, we're all here, we want to feel engaged. Just more clearer communication, and you did that tonight, so thank you for doing that. And I don't see one of the items that I spoke on last week or 2 weeks ago, but I just want to emphasize the importance of HBCUs. I'm looking at the University of Phoenix, which is definitely not an HBCU. Please make some efforts moving forward to engage HBCUs somehow. We heard today that we're the second most diverse school in the state. That's great. You know, let's add some HBCUs so that our students can be engaged with HBCUs in terms of their academics. And again, I don't see the item that I talked about the last time. I think it was the Pathways contract, but I will send an email about that, especially in light of what we heard from students this morning regarding some of the challenges that they are seeing in their spaces. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up is a special report, student recognition.
Good evening. We have the privilege of honoring 3 of our students tonight, and I am going to start with our state golf champion. Coach, you want to go up to the mic and just give a little overview on Carson's accomplishment? Thank you. Not to put you on the spot, but I will. But I appreciate it.
This year was the first golfer.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Carson was the first golfer in, I want to say, 52 years to go as far as he did in the state championship. He finished 5th in the state championship up at the Penn State Blue Course last weekend, 2 weekends ago. He is a 4-year starter on the Coatesville golf team, 3-time state qualifier, 4-time district qualifier, and he's represented very well in our league championship too. He was the co-captain this year. He's been a captain 3 of the 4 years that he was on the golf team. His scoring average has decreased every year. I can't beat him anymore. No. And he really has set himself apart from a lot of the other golfers out there with his mental game, the way he carries himself on the golf course. You wouldn't know if he's run into some adversity out there. His nerves don't show. When a lot of other kids, you see it out there when there's a lot of pressure on them. So Carson has gone very far this year. He'll be first team all Chesimont, probably first team all area, and he's looking to play in college. So it was a wonderful season. It was a pleasure to coach him, and I'll miss him next year. Definitely will.
Thank you so much. So, Carson, if you wouldn't mind coming up so we can recognize you.
Congratulations, but I also want to congratulate your coach. You must be really proud, and you've done such a great job with the team. You've really worked tirelessly to build this team, and it does not go unnoticed. So, good job. We hope the best for you moving forward, and hopefully we produce more. Okay, all right. I can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait to hear about it. That's right. Thank you, guys.
Next, I want to recognize two students who were instrumental in establishing the Hispanic Heritage Celebration at the Intermediate High School this year. I'm going to ask Ms. Matter if you would just come up to the mic, just a couple words about these two individual students, please. Oh, that's right, Dr. Alston, too. Sorry about that.
So good evening, board. Good evening, everyone. So in the spirit of collaboration, I had to bring Dr. Alston up for everything that transpired in the most wonderful way. It started with the passion, and it's a vision of two young ladies who are here tonight. And when I tell you the hard work as far as the students, Dr. Alston over at the Intermediate High School, that I've had the privilege and pleasure of working side by side, it really blossomed into something beautiful. We got dual news coverage that's listed on our Facebook. 6ABC came out. CBS 3 did a package on these students. When I tell you, Cliff Maloney, the principal, Jack Chain, the whole admin team were really just, how can we help you with the kids? And we're all in and supported these young ladies who wanted to grow this event. And so it's really overwhelming to talk about. Even just a quick example for those of you who actually attended our first annual Community Connections event today, where I was at the Intermediate High School, and we needed some student representation because we had other things planned. It kind of fell through. I felt bad. Miss Diana, who's sitting here, who was in her AP class, she said, oh, it's okay, because she just wanted to help. And literally leaving her AP course to come and help to represent. You know, Miss Vivian, who also, you were in the class that day, and I said, hey, can you help us? And they said, sure. So not only are they doing things in honor of their heritage, but they're doing things to support our community event. These two young ladies are rock stars, and guess what? They should be honored. And ladies, I'm grateful. We are grateful for you, and thank you for all that you do and you're going to continue to do. And they're only 10th graders. So you have a lot more developing to do with the students underneath you. And again, you have a bright future ahead of you. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, board. Like my first time coming up here and actually speaking in front of you. But, you know, as Ms. Matters said, this event could not have happened without these young ladies. We did a Hispanic Heritage Month 2 years ago because they complained to me saying that you do a lot for Black History Month, but you do nothing for us. So I said, okay, we'll do something for you. So we brought in a brief presentation, and at the end of it, they liked it, but they said it really didn't really express the vision that they had, and that they told me that my team needed to do much more the following year. So I met with Mr. Estrada and Miss Alvarez, who were a part of my team, and we met over the summer, and we brought the young ladies in, and we went out and we reached out to Toledo Z, who has the boutique in town, and all of us met together, and they decided to donate 11 dresses to our young ladies to wear for a fashion show last year. And the ladies just knocked it out of the park. It was a fabulous and beautiful event. And then we decided again afterwards, they told me, they said, well, Austin, we got to do something bigger next year. And I said, I'm going to hold you to that. I said, I'm going to help you as long as you're willing to put in the work. So we decided to meet up again over the summer in July. We brought the young ladies in, and we said, hey, do you still have that same fire from last year? And they said, absolutely. I said, well, listen, you know, we're willing to do whatever we can to help you as long as you recruit and bring your team to the forefront. And they did that. And we decided collaboratively as a group all of what you saw on those 3 days. And they pushed us to do more, to the point that we invited the community to actually see what goes on into the school. Rather than keep this to ourselves, we invited everybody. We invited food trucks that came out. We've invited DJs that came out. We invited vendors who showcase what Hispanic Heritage Month meant to the students. They dressed up in famous people that they chose. We didn't choose them. They chose them. They got their own dresses and outfits and costumes. They put on their own dances. We reached out to an organization out in Kennett Square who donated time, dresses. We had a parent that came out and worked with our kids each and every day to ensure that this event was a success. And then Ms. Matter and I said, we couldn't keep this to ourselves. We said, listen, we need to put this on the news. So we decided to reach out to our connects, and our connects were happy to come out and showcase all of the hard work that they did. And when they left, they said, I plan to be black for Black History Month. And I said, I'm going to hold you to that. Ladies, thank you. You represented our school with pride, and as your assistant principal, I'm extremely happy. Thank you.
So can we have Dayana and Vivian come forward?
I just want to say I am so excited to see a real focus on authentic student-led expression. In the past, there have sometimes been student-led events where the administrators and the teachers have told the students what they're going to say and what they're going to do. And I really appreciate both the strength and advocacy that the two of you had for your vision, and also the fact that the administrators and teachers came alongside you and supported your vision, not their vision. So thank you to the both of you for having that strength of voice, and thank you to our teachers and administrators for wanting to listen to you and not try to put what they thought Hispanic Heritage Month meant on your expression of it.
You ladies should be proud of yourselves, and we are extremely proud of you. So can't wait to see what you have planned for next year. Next up, approval of the minutes. The Board of School Directors approve the minutes for September 23rd, 2025, school board meeting subject to any additions, deletions, or modifications or clarifications.
So moved.
Second. Any questions or comments? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Holly Charest.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Leon Yacco.
Yes.
Donna Rowland. Yes. Motion approved.
All right, next up, Mr. Barbetta.
Thank you, Madam President. For this evening's executive session announcement, the board met in executive session on October 13th, October 23rd, and again just prior to this evening's meeting to discuss the following items: confidential personnel matters, matters of collective bargaining, potential matter of litigation, active matters of litigation that are docketed as follows before the Court of Common Pleas of Chester County at 2025-09248-IR. Also before the Chester County Court of Common Pleas at 2024-06456-TT. And again before the Chester County Court of Common Pleas at 2025-00413-TT. An item of safety and security, confidential student matters, and then matters that are protected by the attorney-client privilege. And that concludes this evening's executive session announcement.
Thank you. Next up are the student representative reports, Davis and Julia.
Good evening.
This month, there were plenty of events that went on at the high schools that we are reporting on. To start, the Homecoming King and Queen results came out earlier this month with Amari Boyer winning Queen and Davis May winning King. He's actually right over there. In honor of tradition, Cash held a pep rally for the first time since 2019, as well as a bonfire for the homecoming game. On Wednesday, October 15th, our sophomores and juniors took the preliminary SAT. The PSAT is a great way to prepare students for the SAT, and juniors specifically took the National Merit Scholarship qualifying test. Additionally, the National English Honor Society had its induction, and 18 new members were inducted. The National Honor Society also sent invites out to over 100 students, and the induction ceremony is scheduled to be on Tuesday, November 11th.
Throughout the month of October, many students took part in volunteering at events through Cash's extracurricular programs. Both our Leo Club and Interact Club have been very active this past month. The Interact Club participated in a highway cleanup on October 18th, all the way from Applebee's to the Coatesville High School campus. In just 1.5 hours, they managed to clean up 25 bags of trash along the highway. Additionally, they visited residents at the Harrison House on the 22nd, where they sat down and enjoyed coffee, games, and talked with each other. The Leo Club is currently running a sock drive where they collect new pairs of socks as donations to those in need.
This month, there were various field trip opportunities for students, including a space day at Lockheed Martin for the AP STEM students, a college fair at Ursinus, and a Declaration of Independence trip where AP U.S. government students read the Declaration for a Dare to Declare video. Moreover, both the senior and intermediate high schools teamed up with the Chester County Economic Development Council, where over 40 companies and organizations attended to put together a career exposition for students.
Moving on, Cash alums Mr. Jeff Reed will be visiting Cash this year to present a series of workshops to seniors to prepare them for post-secondary opportunities. Mr. Reed's first workshop was held last Friday, where he was joined by a number of other Cash alumni to assist in helping our students. Our RaiderBots Robotics Club participated in the State Representative Dan Williams Community Day on Saturday, October 4th. And then honor soloist auditions were held this past Saturday at 9:30 in the Cash Auditorium to determine the 2025 to 2026 honor soloists. Congratulations to Catherine O'Neill for the 2025 to 2026 honor soloist and Caitlin Schock as the first runner-up. Make sure you come see this year's carol service on December 13th and 14th. It's sure to be a night to remember.
On October 8th, students in grades 10 and 12 took the PACE survey in their English classes. The data collected will be used to better understand the students' needs, well-being, and their school experience overall. Moving on, winter sports registration opened this month, and the season officially starts on November 14th. Coatesville's football team has advanced to the District 1 playoffs, and our first game is home on Friday, the 31st of October. Please come and support our athletes.
Once again, we'd like to give a shout out to Coatesville senior Carson Holmes, who is coached by Mr. Casaldi. He finished in 5th place at the Golf State Championship, bringing to end an impressive season. His strong performance showcases dedication and skill, marking a proud moment for both him and the Coatesville golfing program. On Thursday, October 16th, the Coatesville Area School District celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month at the Coatesville Area Intermediate High School. The assemblies honored notable figures in Latin American culture and history, while also featuring dances that honored multiple Hispanic nations. The theme for this year's celebration was honoring the past and inspiring the future, which honored the rich history and cultural contributions made by Hispanic communities and celebrating the bright future. Thank you to all of our community partners for helping us celebrate. Next up, the class of 2026 seniors were given envelopes Friday in all English classes with instructions for cap and gown payment. It is a requirement that students purchase a cap and gown if they wish to participate in the graduation exercises and ceremony in June. The payments are due November 7th for seniors with the last names A through L, and the 14th for seniors named M through Z.
Lastly, tonight marks the end of the first marking period. With about a quarter of the school year over, we encourage students and parents to reflect on the progress made so far and continue to set goals for the rest of the 2025-2026 school year. Report cards are scheduled to be released on home access on November 10th. Thank you.
Thank you both. All right, leading right into the superintendent's report tonight. They gave some information, the students gave information about homecoming. I just have some really nice pictures with our own Davis May right up in the upper right-hand corner. Congratulations, Davis. So we're really excited for you, and it was a great game and a great showing and a lot of fun that night, along with the bonfire and pep rally. October was National Principals Month, so we had a post on our Facebook page for all the principals, just congratulating them on a great accomplishment and all they do for our school. So congratulations to all our principals. We had our Dare to Declare. So this was our CASH students who were honored and by being invited to the nonpartisan organization of the 250th U.S. anniversary celebration for Chester County to participate in the Dare to Declare event. It was part of a historic project where our students joined peers from across Chester County to read selected passages from the Declaration of Independence. All of their readings were recorded, and they will be compiled into one video and then shared with the community once it's completed. So be on the lookout for that recording to come out, and we will make sure we get that in everyone's mailbox, email mailbox. Fire Prevention Week. October is always a busy month with teaching our younger students on fire prevention. This is just a couple pictures. We had Reeseville as well as Rainbow Elementary. Had the fire department along with firefighters, and the students got to actually get in the truck and touch all the different equipment and pieces of equipment they use for fires. The Hispanic Heritage Month, as you heard, was a huge success. Here's some of the great pictures that we had from the event, but also, again, just to reinforce, if you go to our Facebook page, you will see a couple postings of the different newscasts where our Hispanic Heritage Month celebration was featured. The Natatorium revitalization project. So it was a surprise to many that we had a pool. We did not drop it in the middle of the building just 2 years ago or last year. But we had the opportunity to get new lighting in the pool, which was definitely needed. And then we had some problems with underneath the liner that Mr. Brazil took the initiative to address, and along with Lisa Luciani and a couple of the other facilities guys to really take care of that problem, really doing some cost savings there. But as you can see, they cleaned it, they power washed it, and it really looks beautiful. So hopefully you get out to see our swim team this winter and see how beautiful the pool, revitalization project took place. And then we have our comprehensive planning. We are in the first stage of our comprehensive planning for this school district. We met for the first time this past week, where we had over 50 stakeholders, students, teachers, administrators, and community members come together and start developing a new mission and vision statement for the district overall, as then we will set the pace for the next meeting of looking at our action plan, our new goals and action steps that we plan on taking for the next few years to bring the district in the direction of supporting our students. The 9th through 12th graders had the opportunity to go to the Career Expo Center over at our gym at the Intermediate High School. We had over 100 vendors. It was very well received. I can't say enough about the community members, the businesses, both local, state, national, who attended and really provided information for our students of various careers and college opportunities, career opportunities for our students, from fly fishing to security to you name it. Everything you could imagine was there at the Expo Center, and they really enjoyed that opportunity. We also were featured through the Westchester Chamber. And I don't know all the C's stand for, I'm going to be honest. But the Westchester Chamber, do you know, Beth?
Just Westchester Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. The Coatesville Education Foundation initiated a video about our partnership with the Education Foundation here in the district and our program for Jumpstart, our incoming kindergarten students. So I have a quick video I'd like you to see.
I'm Ashley Pierce from the Chamber, and on this episode of Western Chester County Checks In, we're here at Coatesville Area Senior High School.
You can see, you just can't hear it.
More about the Education Foundation.
Oh. All right. So what we will do is we will make sure we get this video out to everybody. It was a great opportunity to come together with the Ed Foundation and the Westchester Chamber to put together a video about the program and how it was established and working with the needs of our students and setting that opportunity for them to get acclimated with school even prior to walking in the doors to our schools for the
We met
first
with
time
Regina
this
Lewis,
fall.
the president of the Coastal Community
Our
Education
Doe Run
Foundation,
Elementary
and she
construction
talks about the
update.
organization's mission.
This work completed as of now. We have a
And
lot
it
going
is to
on.
work in
We have
partnership with the school
continued
district
partition framing.
to
We have
develop
additional steel going up.
programs
We have
that,
air barriers going up. So
can
all the
enhance the
construction
educational
terminology.
experience
But
of
you'll
our
see in the
students.
pictures,
We are a partner.
as you can see,
of the
Mrs.
school
Willis there
district.
on the left-hand side celebrating her
Our
excitement
goal
of the
is
school
to
going up. But they're really
create a
moving
learning
along
environment
quickly. As you
that
can
allows
see,
every student
the partial
to
part
do
of the
their
roof is
best.
up on
She
many
describes the
sections.
Kindergarten Jump
And
Start
then
program.
what will happen is
From the
our hope
beginning
is,
when
and their
a
plan
child and their
is that
family
school will be
first
totally
has
enclosed by
interaction with the school
December,
district.
where they can start working
starting with the
inside.
kindergartners.
And what a perfect time, because the winter months will be ahead, and hopefully we'll have the majority of the outside completed and ready to roll. So, thank you. We have two meeting announcements. November 11th, we have the committee meetings at 6 p.m. here in the Learning Center. And then November 25th at 6 p.m., the regular school board meeting here in the Learning Center. And I just want to note the NHS, the National Honor Society, will be holding their ceremony on November 11th at 7:30. So we're hoping to move out of here and go right to the high school to celebrate the National Honor Society. They've lined up a special guest speaker that only could make a certain date. So that's the reason why it's doubling up with a board meeting that night. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on to motion items for approval. Adoption of consent agenda. Committee meeting action items considered routine will be enacted under one motion unless removed for separate action upon board request. The purpose of the consolidated motion is to expedite governing board action on all consent items, which are not held for discussion. Items that have been held for discussion by the governing board will be enacted upon at the time the item is discussed. So I would like to pull from finance letter A, O, P, Q, and R. Under education, I'd like to pull letter Y. And under policy, I'd like to pull letter F. To my colleagues, are there any other items that you would like removed from the consent agenda?
Should we pull under finance letter N?
We can.
Okay.
If you'd like to pull it, we can pull it.
I
Yeah.
would.
And then letter N. Thank you. All right. With the items now removed from consent agenda, for an individual vote, I call for a motion.
So
Second.
moved. Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Donna Rowland,
Yes.
Lear Nyako.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Holly Charess.
Yes.
Motion approved.
All right, taking the remaining Finance Committee items, we'll start with letter A, the financial statements. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the financial statements and bills payables list as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. Any questions or comments on any items on the bills list, treasurer's report, expenditure report, or revenue report? Okay. Seeing none, please call for the vote.
Holly Charess.
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Donna Rowland.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Lear Nyako.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Okay. Letter N, release and settlement agreement for employee 14619. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the confidential release and settlement agreement for this employee as presented. This is executive comment. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
A second?
Second.
Okay. We cannot discuss as it is a confidential matter. So I will call for the vote.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Donna Roland.
Yes.
Holly Charess.
Abstain.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Lear Nyako.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Okay, thank you. Letter O, resolution to end state budget impasse. Recommended action is that the Board of School Directors adopt the resolution to end the state budget impasse as presented. This is a resolution that was created by PSBA. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay. I'm just going to read the public content here. Pennsylvania's state budget impasse has now stretched beyond 100 days, leaving over $3 billion in education funding withheld from public schools. This crisis is no longer just a cash flow issue. It threatens programs, staffing, and essential services across the Commonwealth. The resolution calls for full funding for public education and release of all federal funds owed to districts, compliance with the Commonwealth Court's ruling, repayment of interest and fees incurred due to borrowing during the impasse, and cyber charter funding reform. Are there any questions or comments from the board to add to this resolution?
I just have a question. So what this is that, oh, sorry.
That's okay.
What this is that every school board president and secretary, they sign it, and is that how it works?
I think we hope that they're all signing this. We would
Yes.
expect that they're all signing this.
According to the Chester County School Board Legislative Council, other school districts have received this resolution and are looking to adopt it at their future meetings.
So I think the idea is that our voices are stronger together.
Correct.
And we can push them to take action. I will say, and I've said this at committee, that Ms. Differendorfer has done an amazing job making sure that we are staying solvent, and we haven't had to take some of the steps that some of the other districts in the state have taken because of their cash flow issues. But this is not something that we can continue in perpetuity, missing so much money from our budget. Any other questions or comments? Okay. Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Lear Nyako.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey.
Yes.
Donna Roland.
Yes.
Beth Brindle.
Yes.
Holly Charess.
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Thank you. Letter P, Power School Predictive Enrollment Analytics Consulting. Recommended action is pending final solicitor review that the Board of School Directors approve the professional services and setup fees for Power School Predictive Enrollment Analytics Consulting for an initial term of November 6th, 2025 to November 5th, 2026 at a cost of $9,600 as presented. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on this item?
So so as we were looking to finalize the areas, the attendance areas for each of the new elementary schools, with Doe Run now being included for next year, we realized there was a little bit of work that still needed to be done along some of the borders. So we are this is the same company that did the initial predictive enrollment that we'll be working with. And I just want to clarify that'll be a cost up to 9,600 hours for 40 hours of work. We don't plan on going to the 40 hours, so we're going to try to minimize that as much as possible. But we need to finalize this in order to get information out to our families to ensure they have their correct attendance area for the start of the new school year.
Okay. Thank you. And I think this document lays this out, but there's certain things that we're trying to achieve in our attendance boundaries, like making sure that we have equity across all of the schools, that there's similar demographics, that we have Title I eligibility across all of the schools,
Correct.
et cetera.
Because what we don't want to do is lose Title I eligibility at any of our schools, since we are school-wide across the district.
Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Do we have any prediction
about how many families this might affect who might think they're going somewhere now?
No, because the new map hasn't been released.
Okay.
So, because we're going from the 5 to 4 schools, so there's been no information put out yet in
Okay.
regards to thinking you're going to this school yet or not.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, Madam Secretary, please call for the vote.
Liz Muirhead,
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves,
Yes.
Elgin Bailey,
Yes.
Beth Brindle,
Yes.
Donna Roland,
Yes.
Leon Yako,
Yes.
Holly Charess,
Yes.
Steve Wilson.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Thank you. Point of procedure, can we approve both the HR and the HR addendum collectively?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, letters Q and R, we're going to take collectively. Recommended action that the Board of School Directors approve the resignations, appointments, new positions, leaves of absence, transfers, changes of status, and corrections as presented. This is inclusive of the Human Resources Report and the 2 additional items on the Human Resources Report addendum. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions or comments on any items on the original HR report or the addendum? Okay. I will note that I had received a request from a community member for us to see the HR report, the initial HR report at the committee meeting and not have the HR report wait for the end of month meeting. I have passed that along and will provide any updates that I receive on that in a future meeting. Any additional comments? Okay, call for the vote.
Leon Yako,
Yes.
Holly Charess,
Yes.
Steve Wilson,
Yes.
Beth Brindle,
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves,
Yes.
Liz Muirhead,
Yes.
Elgin Bailey,
Yes.
Donna Roland.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Okay, that concludes the Finance Committee portion of the agenda.
That brings it to me, the education. One item to review is item Y, and it is that the Board of School Directors ratify the approval of a field trip for the Coatesville High School girls soccer team as presented. And it's executive content, and it's ratified, so we don't really need to discuss it. Is there anyone that has any, do I have a motion? Sorry, I should have asked you
Motion.
first.
Second.
And anyone have comments or questions?
I just want to share that the girls soccer team had a unique experience to be able to attend the U.S. State's women's national soccer team and work out with them. So it was a great opportunity. I'm not saying where or anything else, but it was a great opportunity for them. So yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, Madam Secretary, can you call for the vote?
Leon Yako,
Yes.
Beth Brindle,
Yes.
Holly Charess,
Yes.
Robin Seagreaves.
Yes.
Elgin Bailey,
Yes.
Donna Roland,
Yes.
Steve Wilson,
Yes.
Liz Muirhead.
Yes.
Motion approved.
That concludes the education agenda.
Okay, thank you. Under the policy agenda, item F, CASD Board Policy 200, enrollment of students, second reading. There has been some concern that we need to still work on this policy a bit more. So it has been suggested that this be pulled from the voting agenda this evening.
Can it just be amended that it return for a second read next month?
You can do that.
Okay. So we,
So you're not going to do anything.
so we're not going to do anything? Okay, so we're just going to have it amended, and then it'll appear for a second read for November.
You don't need to do anything, because you already
We're just
pulled it from
pulling
the
it.
consent.
Okay.
So we just don't vote on it.
So we're just
Okay.
not voting on it.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. That brings us to public comment. The board has requested all persons making comment of public concern list their name, address, telephone number, and topic on the sheet provided. There's a 3-minute time per person. All right. First up is Ms. Crystal Hunt.
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, there we go. Hello. My name is Crystal Hunt. I wanted my child to speak tonight. He obviously doesn't want to, so I'm not going to make him. And so I will speak for him instead. But ultimately, I've had my child out of school now a week because of concerning issues that I'm having problems addressed. And that's already an issue for me over safety concerns. My child should not be missing school over safety within the school, especially me as a parent asking for an IEP meeting to be called. And with that said, we've also experienced violations within our district. And I feel like you guys have failed to provide reasonable accommodations. You've denied my student with disabilities access to educational opportunities. He's been bullied and harassed. This has been ongoing for 2 years now. The violations and bullying have been swept under the rug by administrators, teachers, district members. We've had our FERPA violated. We've had retaliation against parents and students because of emails and complaints that have been made to your districts. We've had teachers call him the R word. I'm not going to repeat that, but I'm sure you guys know what that is. We've had failure to provide him with assistive technology that is well within his rights. Most of the things that I've asked were honestly, especially to keep him safe, I feel are reasonable requests, and why my child is still sitting out of school a week later is it's just, I just have no words for why my child is still home, and we have not been able to have a meeting. With that said, I feel that there's been failure to report misconduct within the administrator and the administration office, and I'd ask that these people be held accountable for not doing their jobs. We've had inadequate response to student-on-student harassment, not only with students, but with staff members. We've asked that those be looked into. We don't feel like that has been done adequately or honestly. And to be honest, with as much as I could say, I'm going to go ahead and just say that I would just hope that you guys would take into serious consideration not only holding staff accountable, but teachers and students seriously accountable for the harassment and bullying that not only my child has gone through, but I've watched multiple videos of parents standing up here saying the same thing that I'm standing up here saying for my own child with minimal getting done.
Thank you. Next up is Betty Cooper.
Good evening. I have been in the district since 2014. I have 4 children in the district. I have never had issues until last year. My 13-year-old daughter has been attacked this year. While the school is doing everything that they can to protect my daughter, you cannot seriously watch a child all day long in the school system in her grade level. The same girls have come up to her since our issue and have talked to her in the last 2 days. I continue to send my daughter to this school because she loves her teachers. The staff is amazing. I have nothing bad to say about the staff at the school. I feel like we need a stricter bullying policy in our district. The bullying and harassment among our students is crazy. There's no sense and no need for our children to be fighting as if they were animals in the hallways. And the teachers are in the hallways and they cannot separate them because of the way the children are. I have seen videos, viral videos. My daughter has been put viral in these videos where they attacked her. I just ask for the people to take this discussion about the bullying policy in Coatesville District seriously. That's all I have to say.
So these teachers said that they were gonna take care of me. As soon as I walked in that building with my mom, I was right there talking to the principal, and he said that everything was gonna be okay. As soon as I went to class, she attacked me, and that's when I started, I told my mom I didn't want to come to school anymore because I started shaking, and I didn't went to school for maybe about 7 days, and I don't really want to be there. I like being around people. It's just I don't want to be there.
Thank you so much. One second. Miss Lori Shannon Bailey.
I'm speechless. Now I have parents who are telling me they're afraid because they don't want me to be identified as their advocate because of retaliation. I'm not a bear. I'm not a bully. I'm a pretty good advocate. I don't know it all. But we got some real problems here. And when I ask a parent to send an email message and put the school board on it, this is why. Because we need transparency and we need accountability. These families are hurting. These are real problems. I don't do this work because I'm bored or because I don't have anything to do or because I'm lonely or because I'm addicted to M&Ms. I do this work because these families need help. And they don't read, some of them do, a lot of them don't read policies. They don't know what a safety plan is. They never heard of a safety plan. Most parents never heard of a safety plan. They don't know that a safety plan is connected to an IEP. They should know that. Every student with an IEP should know what a safety plan is. Every student with an IEP, they should know that. I shouldn't have to tell them that. And I shouldn't have to advocate for families and parents in secret. And IEPs are made to work for students and to support them and to protect them. And I'm not going to give up using my loud, squeaky voice to support these families because I was once one of these children. I was once bullied. So I want to work with you, board. I've always wanted to work with you. But I'm not going to give up. You can delete my emails. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm going to support these families. They trust me. And I want them to trust you all. I want them to develop the integrity that's needed so that we can carry out the mission of this school district. These families need us. These precious children want to come to school, but they can't. We need to improve the communication. We need to keep our children safe. Again, I don't have all the answers. I don't. These children and their parents trust me. And if I don't have the answer, I'm going to try my level best to get it. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have informational items. There's a lot of ARs on there, administrative regulations on there. I also wanted to, there was a township meeting early this month talking about one of our buildings. So I just wanted to make a statement that kind of set the record straight. In light of the comments made during the East Fallowfield Township public meeting on October 14th regarding rumors surrounding the East Fallowfield school building, the district would like to clarify that the board has no plans to move forward with any property sales until after the new school is constructed. Once that project is complete, the school board welcomes conversation with township officials and community members about next steps. I'm just gonna leave it at that since they mentioned us at a previous meeting. To my colleagues, is there any other informational items you'd like to share this evening? Seeing none, I do have a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
This meeting is adjourned.